In this lecture, we will see how we can make a call out from our generated Apex class. So in our previous lecture, we have generated the class from the WSDL. Now we are going to create the account. We are going to use the leverage of the methods that we have created inside our main Salesforce environment from the Salesforce environment where we have generated the step code, the Apex class. So this is a kind of skeleton code that we are going to execute from our anonymous window. So as we have seen into our previous lecture as well, there are few classes, the actual class name that we have created, and then the wrapper class that we have created under the account planner, and then there is a method called create account. We just need to provide what required parameter it does takes, and everything will work as intended, which we are required to. So let's quickly see how we can do that. Before we go ahead, execute the code, talk about the code what we have, let's quickly see what else we have here inside our code. So as we discussed that this is a stub code which is generated by our Visual to Apex. What we need to do is under this main class we must need to find our own class. So our own class is account planner. So we can quickly go ahead and find the same class and see if that class is there or not. So we can see that our class is here, which is our main class, account planner. Under that it is giving us the endpoint for our own Salesforce environment where we are going to make the call out. And then we have got what are the input headers we wanted to send, what are the output headers, is there any certificate which we are going to authenticate or which we are going to mutually understand, like this is our certificate with the point of view or with point of view for the security. What is the timeout? And then there are some other parameters, like we have got session header. Session header is having one parameter which is holding the the session ID, which is nothing, which is going to be the security token of our other Salesforce environment. And under account planner itself, we have created a method called create account, which is returning account wrapper. So if we get back to our class which is generated, we will see that there is a method called create account which is accepting account planner service dot account wrapper, our own class which we have developed over here. We see here account wrapper, that's what that class is accepting, and then it is returning our class which is account wrapper. So let's quickly see how we can prepare that. First we will create the object of our account planner. That's what we did, account planner service dot account planner. We created an object. As we know that this object, this particular service requires to send some session ID or access token to the third party system in order to authenticate. We will find out what parameter is that. The parameter is session header, we already have found out. This is a type of another class, account planner service dot session header element. We have created an object of that class, provided the session ID, which is the variable inside this class. From where you get this session ID, I will let you know. And then under this planner service, we have set session header equal to whatever element we have just prepared. Rest what we did is we prepared the account wrapper where we are going to put the information about the account. We are saying that Wisdal 2021, which is account number. Account name is going to be Wisdal 1020. Rating is hot. Industry is education. This is a kind of phone number which we are sending. And the contact last name is Panther. And then from this planner, as we know, there is a method inside this class which is create account accepting one parameter of this type. We sent that and our service is going to work. Now let's talk about from where we got this session ID. To get this session ID, get back to your main Salesforce environment, which is mainly for integration. Create a new Visual Force page. If you don't have, get session ID VF, which is what I named. And there is nothing, one line of code which is $API.session_ID to get the session ID. And then click on this preview. So as soon as you click on the preview, it is going to open your Visual Force page and you will see this is your session ID. You just need to copy the exact session ID, go to the developer console of other Salesforce environment, and then paste it here next to your session ID element. Once you have got this, just go ahead and execute this. So you get the error. This is saying unauthorized endpoint, And the reason is why, because we are trying to consume the web service which is outside Salesforce, we must need to add this as an endpoint. We just copied this, go to the remote site settings, click on new remote site and add your Salesforce remote site setting URL here. Now we have got our remote site settings from here. Let's quickly go ahead, and I'm going to change the name of our account so that you can see here it is LWC. Just to show you this is working, it's not a bluff. Execute it. Our code will execute and we will be able to see that the account has been created. Code is executed. Get back to your Salesforce environment. Click on account tab to see if the account has been created. And you see that this account is here. Click on this account record to open. You'll see all the information which you have provided. If you scroll down, you will also see that there is a contact which has been created under the same account. That's all information we are sending from our another Salesforce environment. So that's how you generate a class from the WSDL. This is not for Salesforce only. If there is any vendor, there is your client which is giving you the WSDL file and saying that this is the WSDL file for integrating my system with Salesforce. Go ahead and generate the stub classes for that and then ask what kind of authentication that system needs. They will tell you the authentication. Once you got the authentication, start exploring your class, the stub class which has been generated, and then you can integrate your system with other system.